Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. This is for the week of February 20th through the 26th. It's for all signs. It is time stamped. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So if you're new here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and the thumbs up if you felt that the content was valuable. Remember, this is a general reading. The way I approach tarot, it's always about using the energies to manifest your wildest dreams. Use those energies to your advantage. I will be using a brand new tarot deck for this weekly reading as well. The link is in the description if you'd like to get that for yourself. That's another way you can help out my channel, and again, is very much appreciated. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's get into your reading and see what we have going on for you. Aries, weekly check-in energies. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. Very nice, 10 of Cups. Oh, we got a loving cat. And the Ace of Pentacles. Aries, what's going on? The Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Wow, Aries. And the Queen of Cups. Wow. So the start of Pisces season seems like it's going to be pretty exciting for you, Aries. We have happiness, the 10 of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be some very, very exciting, happy news headed your way this week. News that will make you bring some sort of emotional happiness to your world. I'm getting a little buzz in my ear that there may be the happy completion of an emotional cycle for you. Ariel just hit the mouse button and shut off the recording of the video. Okay, she's still here. She's on the other side. She's right there. Okay, but she did do that. All right. So there's a happy completion with this 10 of Cups of an emotional cycle for you, Aries, is what I feel with all these cups going on. And with this Ace of Pentacles, like, because, you know, something is shifting in your world in a happy way with all of this, like good news, probably to do with home and family because the 10 of Cups is here. But also can just be one's personal happiness, security needs. 10 of Cups often associated with where we're living, how we're living, who we're living with. There's just some very good news. Page of Cups, excellent. It could be a little surprise. There's the fish popping out of the cup. Could be some surprising happy news. Maybe having to do with a personal meeting or personal association. And I just feel some sort of beautiful, a new emotional connection could be being forged this week. That's possible. You could really see how somebody cares about you very, very deeply this week, whether business or personal. With this Ace of Coins, there could be a very positive meeting about starting something new in regards to your business life, your home life, investing in a home, investing in something to do with home-based stuff like appliances, redecorating, things like that. There may be some sort of new initiative, this Ace of Pentacles, that you're doing in your home as well. Again, something very positive, a long-awaited positive change. So, because this Pentacles, again, it could be starting a home-based business. It could be, good news regarding some sort of financial matter that's getting underway finally about your home life. So all of that is very possible. But I love this for you. The start of Pisces season is excellent for you, Aries. And I would also say with all this cup emphasis, and especially with the divine feminine Queen of Cups showing up here, it would be very good. And I think I mentioned this in one of the other Aries readings, but it would be very good for you. Maybe that was Capricorn. I do so many readings. It would be very good for you, Aries, to spend some time nurturing your emotional needs this week. All right. Yes, there may be something drawing your attention with career and biz. But with all these cups going on here, spend time with good friends. Take care of yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Spend some time pampering yourself a little bit in whatever way that is for you. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, the traditional like a spa day. But hey, if you wanted to do a spa day, this would be a good week to do that. Some sort of self-pampering would be very, very good if you feel so inclined. But I feel you're ending the week on a very emotionally satisfied note. So very, very nice. And what's interesting is that the moon will be in Capricorn toward the end of the week, Friday, Saturday. So you may indeed have business on your mind more toward the end of the week. And there could be some good news in regard to some sort of fresh start with your business life. But stay tuned for the career readings, Aries, for the month of March. They will be posted shortly. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have going on for you. The week of February 20th to the 26th. What is happening? Taurus, oh, we have the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Okay. Oops. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, I love that card. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So, okay, so we have a 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You're wrapping something up, but it's kind of going slow. It's going slow, but that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles here. That's happening. And this is, of course, Moon in Capricorn. Moon will be in Capricorn Friday and Saturday. So you may be indeed wrapping something up with this 9 and 10 of Wands this week that'll help you move toward some sort of solid goal for yourself. Financial, personal, because it's your energy here with the Pentacles also. So, you know, maybe something to help with the bigger picture perspective of your life. You know, some goal that something you've been really wanting to shift for a while. There is something here where, you know, it may have started out with a lot of enthusiasm, 8 of Wands. You know, you may have been very excited about whatever this new goal, this new target was that you've been working on, but then something, I don't feel like this is this week. I feel like this is what's already been happening. I feel like this is this week's energy, the 9 and the 10, because we're coming to this energetic close of this situation. But you can see this is a brand new deck, so very interesting. Notice how she is tied to all these branches, or she's carrying them on her back here. But it looks a little like she has the flames around her. She's tied to the stake, in other words, with all these 10 wands. So I don't think that's the way you want to go out. Okay, you want to wrap this up so you don't end up in that situation. And you'll do it this week. But I do think something happened that kind of slowed you down a little bit. I think you were second guessing yourself. So you were second guessing your aim with this 8 of Wands. Like, was this really the appropriate goal for you to be chasing? Or was my technique off? You know, did I not choose appropriately, etc., and so on. So, but I think what you're going to do is you're going to forge ahead this week. You're going to forge ahead. Here's Ariel. She's saying hi. Despite the fact that you may have a few doubts and misgivings, because there's something about this that I think you know that before other forward progress can be made in your life, in the big picture, in your goals, etc., there's something about just something maybe to prove to yourself about just completing this thing. And also because the 9 of Wands is here as well. This may have been problematic. It could be an energetic drain. It could be a situation where it is something of long standing and you just want to wrap it up. You just want to get it done once and for all. You know, despite any doubts or misgivings, it's kind of like you want to get it off your plate so that you can kind of regroup and not feel so much that your energy is, you know, really getting depleted by this thing. I think it's perhaps, maybe you misjudged, it's possible. You misjudged or misevaluated how much effort would have been required for this particular pursuit. And now that you've gotten into it, it's like too late to turn back. It's like you've just got to finish it, whatever this is, so that you can find the sunshine again here and take a break That's what I feel. So, wow, very, very interesting. You're hanging in there. But yeah, you're definitely have this burden and overload, as the cards words say on here. But most of all, I don't think you want to get caught in these flames. You want to just hurry up and get it done and get yourself out of that situation. So, and you will, I think, by the end of this week, with this moon in Capricorn. And I would definitely say too, by Saturday, if you can, on the what day is that? The 26th, really take a break for yourself as well. You need a little downtime, Taurus. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you this week. Gemini. Ace of Swords. I love to see that. Beautiful. And the Death card. Okay. The High Priestess. Wow. The Empress. And the Nine of Cups. Wow. Oh, that looks like Ariel, that cat. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Wow. This is the first time I've ever used this deck, so that's why I was like, kind of like, ooh, look at that cat. All right. Wow. We have some sort of major information coming out here. All right. Now this could be life-changing information. We have a secret in the middle here. We have the High Priestess. And notice she also has the skull with her. And here we have the skull. Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords, yes, is victory and success. It's also making up your mind, but it can also be cutting something loose. So I think we have a lot of layers going on here. The outcome is good. I mean, we have the Empress and we have the Nine of Cups. So this could relate, whatever this is, could relate to some sort of love and or financial matter, because the Venus energy here, Venus has just gone into Aquarius, which is a fellow, air energy for you. And that, of course, is the big picture perspective of your life, your ninth house. So, and here we have the Nine of Cups. So some sort of major kind of rethink, new goal, new perspective, new vision for your life, maybe coming into view this week, and could really have the first seeds, the Empress here, the first seeds of manifestation. I don't think the full blossoming yet, but the first little buds, little fruits are starting to come out. There is something though that gets revealed this month. There's so many monthly meetings this week, Gemini, with some sort of, like I said, it could be, because this goes back to also, I think, what I was saying in one of your monthlies, that you have been kind of harboring a secret desire for change. And maybe you haven't told anybody about it. That's why it's a secret. Okay, you've had this secret desire to change something significant in your life. And I think this week, you could be making the announcement, this Ace of Swords. You could be revealing this secret. And I say secret in quotes, right? I mean, it's just something you haven't told anybody yet. You've been keeping it close to you. And it could have something to do, because like I said, the Empress here and the Nine of Cups, with some sort of new direction in your life that would make you very, very happy, that you want to go for. And you could be sharing it with a significant other. You could be sharing it with the world. You could be sharing it with your mother here with the Empress. So this is big. Look at all these major arcanas. This is big. It can also be that you have recently, within the last 2 months, the High Priestess here, or maybe even going back, well, that's actually almost back to Scorpio season. Back to Scorpio season, you may have made an important decision then. And you've been keeping, again, that decision very close to you in your heart with the High Priestess. But now you may reveal it this week. Some important decision you've already made, something you've already been kind of implementing and working on manifesting. And you can either reveal it to other people, and or the universe is going to start revealing the little buds, the little fruits that are starting to come from this decision that you made. The mindset shift, the decision you made, etc., the actions you were starting to take to make something happen. So this is very positive. What I feel about this is whatever you have decided to change is going to really start showing you that that was the right thing that you decided. You're going to start seeing evidence of that this week, and that will make you very, very happy with this 9 of Cups. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Cancer, energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. All right, we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, baby. Very nice. I love it. The Strength card, beautiful. The Hermit, wow, look at these major arcanas. And the 3 of Cups. All right, this is great. This is excellent, Cancer. Wow. Okay, you're getting a very, very positive and strong affirmation from the universe this week, Cancer. That whatever you have been working on manifesting, the action steps, the seriousness that you have, the serious attention, shall we say, that you have been placing on making efforts and inroads into some sort of important goal that you have for your life, whether business or personal, whatever important to your heart, you've got the strength in your heart. You're getting it this week. You're getting the thumbs up from the universe, this Ace of Wands, which is saying you're doing it, you're manifesting it, it's coming to fruition. Now, it's an ace, so it's beginning, but I feel there's a very important energetic shift for you this week. It may have something to do with your financial goals because we have the King of Pentacles here. It could have something to do with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person in your world. It could have something to do with real estate situations, some sort of property, inheritance matters, things like that. Or any sort of business endeavors that you have been working on. We have this beautiful Ace of Wands. Notice that there is a snake in this particular deck with the Ace of Wands. So I love switching up decks, right? You see new perspectives of ways to look at things. This new beginning will require you to be like the snake and shed your skin. So it is possible because, this is very solid energy, right? King of Pentacles. It's earth, right? The earth is solid. So it could require you to shed something that perhaps you thought was a little set in stone in your life. And I think maybe you've realized that and you've started to kind of regroup. And that's why I'm saying the action steps that you have taken, you're getting that affirmation from the universe that shedding your skin, shedding an identity, shedding something that isn't working, etc., is going to help you manifest whatever it is you are trying to manifest. And, with this Hermit here as well, this is a lot. There is something spiritual and I got so much to say. I'm getting tongue tied. The March monthly Celtic cross reading that I did for you, I called it, there's a spiritual solution. Spirit will find a solution. And this is what we have going on in this weekly as well with this Hermit. So we have you also evaluating your situation and this shedding of the skin, this shedding of identity and layers, also from this spiritual perspective. It is time. It is time to have a new beginning, but that is going to require a different version of you to be showing up to make that new beginning to happen. And like I said, I feel like you've been making inroads toward doing that. I think this week you're going to be making a big inroad. And I think you are probably undergoing a major energetic shift in your heart with this Strength card here. And also with the 3 of Cups, this is joy and celebration. So I think that there is something where you're going to feel very proud of yourself by the end of this week, particularly if you're really doing something, shifting something that is a little, not scary, but just a little like, oh my God, I haven't done this before. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little worried. But if you go for it, if it's truly aligned in your heart and you're really, again, talking to your angels, your spirit guides, Hermit, you're following this also from your spiritual self, not just your your material self, I think you'll have some good news about this manifestation by the end of the week, this change that you're undergoing. So I would encourage you to have a little social time toward the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, also with this Three of Cups, because you are, I mean, this is big energy that's going on here this week. And your attention is very much focused on this Ace of Wands, which is fine. But I also think it would be good for your soul to have a little socializing, fun time, little party time, Three of Cups, or whatever that is for you, as well toward the end of the week. So try to get that in if you can. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you this week. I hope that you did well with your full moon that happened on Wednesday. All right, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. The Queen of Pentacles, very nice. And the Magician, I believe that's what this card is. Okay. I think this is the Magician. It's the Creator. This is the first time I've used this deck, so it's a learning curve. Okay, and we have on here, there's a no on the bottom. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Let's see. All right, we have your energy, the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Year of the Tiger right here. And the Eye of the Tiger as well. Okay. And we have a cat on this card also for you. Lots of cats going on here. All right. All right. This is what I feel. You know me, I'm very honest. Maybe I shouldn't be as honest as I am because people don't like the video, but I have to be honest. My impressions. This week, you are resetting yourself. You're going to have to, in my opinion, from these energies are suggestion. You don't have to do anything, but these energies are suggesting that you're going to be aiming for a new target. There may have been a disappointment since the Creator, this says no here on the bottom. You see, it says no. There could have been something you were working toward manifesting, the Queen of Pentacles here, that didn't happen, or didn't happen in the way you wanted, or the results were kind of meh. So, you know, something you were really, I mean, Creator and Queen of Pentacles, this is something you were really trying to will into being, and it just didn't, you know, for whatever reason. All right, let's set that aside. So what I feel is going on here, you know, let's face it, you are a fighter. You cannot get a Leo down for very long. I mean, we all have our moments, right? But fire signs especially, they bounce back pretty fast. Fire, you know, it's very hard to put out a fire. Fire's always got some little spark still there, right? That's what's hard to put out a fire. So you're coming back, baby. You're coming back. You're going to regroup. You've got this Eight of Wands. This is your energy. And you're going to aim for a new target. Now, what I think this energy is saying here, because the Two of Pentacles is in the middle, before you shoot that arrow, before you go forward too quickly, really take the time to weigh the two options that are probably better than the other six, right? Because the Eight of Wands, you may have 8 options or 8 ideas or something like that. So really weigh the two possibilities before Knight of Swords, you boom, make that decision. Now the moon will be in Aquarius on Wednesday, I think late Tuesday, Wednesday, early Thursday. So probably around Wednesday, you may be making that decision with that moon in Aquarius, that Knight of Swords, the air energy going on here, Leo, okay? And I like the fact that this tiger showed up. What I'm feeling is that it's time to aim for a very brave target, like something that's going to push you outside a comfort zone. And through taking that calculated risk, you could have a very big reward. You could be the big cat once again, you know, in whatever this is that you are working toward manifesting. So I like this. There is something, but take your time. That's what I feel. Like you could be feeling a little raw from this, whatever didn't work out over here, which can happen when we have our personal full moon. So you may be itching and ready to, like I said, bounce back right away, and just give yourself the grace of a little time to not pull the trigger too fast. Okay. And make a snap decision that you regret later. So take those couple days here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or a couple days to just kind of weigh your options. And then you'll know. And I do feel, because cats are very patient too. Like think about when they're stalking a mouse or something like that, or stalking a bird in the yard. Like they will just sit there for hours, right? I'm not saying you need to do that, sit there for hours, but you will be victorious. That's also Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords is the warrior, but it is about making that decision, like I said, from a more calm perspective, so that you will instinctually know when spirit is calling you to, boom, make that decision and move and do it. So I hope that makes sense. So you got this, Leo. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you in your week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Oh, we have Temperance. Oh, so that's pretty. I love this deck. It's very colorful. I like colorful decks. And a King of Wands. Oh, okay. What is going on here? The Two of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Tower. Oh, Virgo. What is going on here? Okay. Well, Temperance is Sagittarius. That's your 4th house of home and family and roots and what nourishes you and what feeds you. And also we have the King of Wands showing up here, which is also Sagittarius energy. So this week, something going on with some sort of change in your home life, or change with the people you live with, or something going on with people you live with, something they're going through, which of course people around us, things they're going through affects us as well. So there could be something like that going on. We'll get to these in a second. There could be a change in a relationship with a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's possible. Temperance is also about patience, planning, just taking your time. It's also a card of angelic protection. It can be also that if we just read the energy here, you want to make some sort of big, bold move. You want to make a big, bold change in your life. You want this change to happen very quickly. And I would say, be careful what you wish for. Not that this is bad. I don't think that the Tower is bad. But I think the reality of this happening fast seems like a good idea in your mind, but then you are starting to have second thoughts about it. And that's why we have this Two of Swords going on over here. And then you're like, well, Seven of Pentacles, now that I think about it, yeah, am I really ready for this? I'm not really sure. Do I have enough resources yet? I think I can wait a little longer. And then boom, Tower. This is what I feel. You have been energetically sending out the vibe, Virgo, of a very important manifestation that I think is going to be very positive for you. But even when we have positive changes, or even when we contemplate making a positive change, we can feel nervous about it. That's just being human. That's normal. So I feel like you have been energetically really sending out the vibes of, oh yeah, I really want to make this big, bold change. I want to be successful in my business. I want to do something new in my business. I want to do something new with my passionate connections, King of Wands. I want to go big or go home, like type energy here. And you've been really feeling that energy. But then you're Virgo, and there's nothing wrong with, I love Virgos, you guys know that. Then your analytical point kicks in, right? Because you have a brave heart. You have a very brave heart. But then the mind, right? This is your brave heart. Your analytical kicks in and you're like, well, wait a minute. Do I really want to be doing that? Do I really? On second thought, too scary. I'm not ready. You are ready, and I think you're going to see that this week. I think the universe is going to bring you, because this is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus. It's in your 9th house, so the big picture perspective of your life. You may have an epiphany. You may have a flash of insight. You may have a premonition that this is going to happen faster than you think. And don't stall the manifestation by being in this doubtful energy over here. You've been doing so good with this positive stuff over here. Don't sabotage yourself with this. Okay. Also, though, some of you are maybe feeling I'm not ready. The universe is going to show you you are ready. That's what I feel. So, going to be an interesting week. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Libras. The Magician. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and the Tower. How exciting. There's your energy. Queen of Swords. 3 of Cups. And the 6 of Swords. Wow. Wow, this is exciting energy here. Okay. Now, the Tower's not always bad. Remember that. And we have a beautiful 3 of Cups and a 6 of Swords. You're in the middle of this. So I think you're going to be very pleased with the energies this week, especially when it comes to some sort of surprising manifestation. Magician and the Tower. So this could be some surprising manifestation of a creative idea, a project you've been working on. Magician really is about your personal power. And since you're showing up here as well, there really could be something that empowers you in a very, very strong way. Now, I will say it's possible. It's just possible with the Tower here that something empowers you to get off your rear end and do something about a situation that you don't like. That's possible also for some of you. So, it just depends. I don't feel this is anything negative. It's empowering. Now, yes, there may be something that the Tower, right, that is kind of you don't really like, but it's the type of thing where you're determined, like, instead of continuing to put up with something you don't like, you're going to find a solution to fix it, to get yourself out of there. 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Get out of there happily, like move out of whatever this might be as well. So this is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus. That's your 8th house of sex, death, taxes, personal transformation of all kinds, other people's money. So there really could be something that helps you shift out of some surprising information could be coming in. Again, this has the element of epiphanies because we have the crown, the head, the mind being blown, so to speak, by some sort of amazing idea or solution to a problem that has been plaguing you. Like I said, something that maybe has been problematic. You manifest the idea, you manifest the resources, right? 8th house, possibly coming from another person because we have the 3 here. Could be also a couple other people who may be helping you extricate yourself or providing resources to extricate yourself from something that is problematic. But again, it doesn't have to be something that's a problem. It can just be a very inspiring eureka moment of creativity and like, wow, I can do that. Eureka. It's like a eureka moment. So just apply the energies to your life. But the fact you're in the middle here, you're taking charge of this energy. And then, as I said, we have this gorgeous 3 of Cups here, which is joy and celebration. And then the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on. Troubles are passing away. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of happy rite of passage, right? Like it's like, I survived this. And not only did I survive it, I found a solution that freed me from something. Also, that can be the Tower, right? The awakener, the awakening, the freedom that, again, kind of all of a sudden, like, wow, this is what's happening. So very, very positive energy here. I think it's going to be important to mark the occasion also, some of you, with this 3 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Like you may have been through, there could have been something that, like I said, it could have been a trial by fire. There just could have been something. This could also be, this is the type of thing too. This could be like your first week, the Magician, of a new job. And you know how it is when we start a new job, right? It's like, oh my gosh, am I going to learn everything? I got to meet all these new people, you know. So it could be like it's your first week of starting a new job, and like go out with your friends at the end of the week and celebrate. You made it through your first week of work and no disasters happened. Everything is good. And in fact, you impressed them with your mental energy and some new ideas that you cooked up here with the Magician. And it's exciting. So, I mean, there's a variety of ways to interpret this depending on your personal situation. But the key here is that you're going to be moving on in celebration with something important to you with your energy here in the middle, Libra. So it should be a good week. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. There's your energy, Death card, and the Chariot. Wow. Oh, 5 of Cups. What's going on there, Scorpio? 9 of Wands. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, interesting how energy shows up. As I've said before on the channel, what we focus on expands. I did not create that phrase. I forget who said that originally, but I love it. It's one of my friends used to say it all the time. I think I picked it up from her, but it is attributable to somebody out there. So, all right, look, we have the Death card, which is your energy in the Chariot. So, which is Cancer energy, which is the 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life. So there is a new vision that you have for your life, where you want a positive change in your life. You see nirvana, shall we say, like you have that vision in your head, your ideal life, the ideal situation, you know, the vista of all that you long for, all that you want to accomplish, all that you want to know, do, be, and experience. You see that. You know that very clearly. You want that path to open up for you. And it will. It is. I think you're going to be making a very conscious choice this week to move yourself away from the past and move yourself away from some energies that you don't need in your life anymore. And they may have become almost a habit, a badge of honor. It's like, you know, they've been ingrained for a while. We have 2 5s here, maybe for the last 5 years. It's been something you could have been energetically suffering through with the 9 of Wands here. Now, what's interesting, of course, the South Node is in your sign now. So it really is about letting go of old, outworn identities because it is in your house of the self, right? It's going to be conjuncting your sun at some point, depending on your, you know, birth chart, your birthday. But it is an identity shift. So I feel like you're going to be very aware of that identity shift this week and of some, like I said, new paths, new goals, new things that you want to experience. This week, I think, is a good week for you to tune into your own personal healing. We have a 5 of Cups here, which is, of course, regrets and disappointments, nostalgia for the past also, and what, you know, did or didn't happen. 9 of Wands, which is physical exhaustion. So tiredness, feeling run down, just, you know, trauma. I feel like this is almost trauma also trapped in the body because of this being in the middle of these 2 energies. So we have emotional sadness, which is 9 of Wands, right? The Wands are about the body. And then this 5 of Pentacles, which can be, I read Pentacles as self-esteem. So there is a lack. There's a lack of energy. There's a lack of emotional energy. There's a lack of physical energy. There is a lack maybe of finances. There's just this feeling of being out in the cold, like everybody else is happy, I'm not. Like, I think you're going to come to maybe I think this whole week maybe bringing up something like this for you. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like this whole week could be that. And especially early in the week, because the moon's going to be in your sign early in the week. So you could just have some tender moments this week. Be gentle with yourself. But also, I think there's something here where as I said, you're going to make the decision to draw the line in the sand with yourself and say, I've got to shift and heal this energy once and for all. I do still have passion and power in my heart. I do, to make a positive change in my life. But I got to get on board. This is it, right? I've got to get my full self on board with moving forward and not looking back. I think I've said this to you in another reading also. Look at it, it's really coming out here, Scorpio. So fives are temporary, you know, so this is not going to last forever. But this has been, I think, going on for a while, right? You've been kind of holding on to this energy. It's time for major letting go of this energy in whatever way you need to do that, whether you need to go down to the beach and scream, not while anybody else is there, like while it's quiet and you scream at the ocean, or you need to go burn some love letters from the past person, or you need to go do some energetic cord cutting, or, you know, all these things, but do them safely, of course. You know, something like that, where you really just get the energy out of you. Maybe you need to go sit in a salt cave. Maybe you need, you know, one of those sensory deprivation tanks where you can float. I don't know what you need, Scorpio, only you do. But there's something here of really focusing in on healing this energy this week and saying, enough is enough. I gotta face my future with hope and optimism. I've got to regroup. I've got to change some things about my own attitude, because this is your card. So I can start being in charge, holding the reins of my life again. I feel like this is almost like, and you know, I got Scorpio in my chart very heavy. So like, I get this energy. I think you guys have almost, you know, like I said, this almost has become maybe an identity in a way. Like Scorpio, we know, is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Well, you've been kind of, you know, wearing that ash cloth for a while. It's time for some new clothes, baby. Literally and figuratively, it's time for some fresh new energy. But only you can do that for yourself. Only you are gonna know when you're ready. That's the thing, Scorpio. Like Scorpio can sometimes really stay in that energy of we're in that transformation. We're in that place where we go to lick our wounds and regroup and all of that. And we're in there maybe for a while in that Scorpio cave. And then the phoenix will come out with a really bright burst of color. So you're ready for more color in your life, Scorpio. You are. But everybody's timeline on that is going to be a little different. So I think you're going to start to see that's what you're getting ready for. This week is going to be important in that regard. All right, Saggies, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Sagittarius, what is happening? Oh, we have the Hangman and the Empress. Okay, interesting. King of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wow. I was getting a buzz in my ear when these cards were coming out, and I heard, don't you dare have imposter syndrome this week. Don't you dare, Sagittarius. So I feel like you are getting ready to probably launch something important with your love or business life. The Empress is here. So you're full of creative potential, creative ideas. And, you know, the manifestation of those ideas, bringing them into material reality, is in your heart, King of Pentacles. And you can absolutely be successful in love and or money, 100%. But some of the energy that's around this, you may have been procrastinating a little bit or feeling unwilling to do certain things to make this happen because of this over here, which is the Five of Wands, you can see, look at these two staring at each other. You can tell those cats are getting ready for a big old cat fight. Look at their tails are curled up there. They're like, the cat body language is like, and then we have this Eight of Swords, which is, I don't want to see things. I don't know, just let me stay in this comfortable cocoon. I'm just gonna sabotage myself. This is the mind sabotaging itself, right? Eight of Swords. And Five of Wands. Why? Because of competition. Other people around. Oh, but other people are cuter than me. That's why, they'll have that person in their life. Or, oh, other people are better than me at this business thing, so I really shouldn't try it. Or you half-heartedly put it in, it's not going to go anywhere anyway. So I think this is a very important message this week, Sagittarius, is don't you dare have imposter syndrome that you are somehow incapable, or you're somehow not worthy, or something like that, to achieve something significant in your life in one of these areas. Or both. Love could be love and money that's going on for you. So pay attention to where you may be procrastinating this week, or as I like to call it, procrastinating. That's what I call it, procrastinating. It sounds more fun. It sounds like you're actually doing something when it's procrastinating. All right, so pay attention. This, of course, is Pisces energy as well. The other thing, too, with this energy that I'm feeling is that you do have some important personal goals that you want to achieve. Again, whether love or money. And one of the excuses you may be making about going for it is that you have too many obligations to other people. You're too busy with other people's stuff. Five of Wands, like running here, running there, in drama, right? So drama is another, sometimes drama is a form of self-sabotage as well. Getting sucked into somebody else's dramas, which is going to keep you stuck and not fulfilling your goals. So, and, but you're like, oh, but I'm sacrificing myself to help people and do it. No, you're distracting yourself from these energies. You're keeping yourself stuck because you're not focused on what you need to nurture and do for yourself to make a love or money goal happen. So, but I do feel like there can be something with, the imposter syndrome as well, where you don't feel worthy or you feel other people have the advantage with this Five of Wands. So these are all things to consider this week. And of course, it is a general reading. But I would say you are very close. You are very close to manifesting something really wonderful for yourself. So if you have been having any of those things crop up for you, really take a look at them this week and shift that energy, right? It's always about using energy. So shift that energy and know that you can make it happen this week. Capricorn, what is going on for you? Let's find out for your week ahead. The moon will be in your sign late Friday into Saturday, which is good. All right, let's see. All right, the Star, baby, love it. And the Fool, wow. And what is this? The Five of Swords. The Three of Wands. Look at her with her binoculars there. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This is great. This is great. So by the time we get to the end of the week, when the moon is in your sign, you should be hearing some sort of good news. You've been working very hard toward staying positive, toward healing with the Star here, toward creating some new things in your life, being more optimistic overall. This is what I feel. And I know that's not easy. And you may have a moment this week where you have a wobble with the Five of Swords in the middle here, which is, I call it my daytime anxiety. Notice that there's a snake in this card. So what this is suggesting to me is that you need to transform your mindset, what you're thinking about. Like you've been doing good, and then middle of the week, oops, there's a little little doubting going on. There's a little anxiety. You know, I've been praying. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous. I've been praying, especially for a new beginning in my finances, because the Aquarian energy is your second house of money, the Fool. So I've been praying for a new beginning, either a healing new beginning, a healing of my finances, new finances coming in, a new opportunity opening up for my finances, something like that. And I've been really working on myself, doing all my manifestation mindset, and then oops, a wobble. We all have wobbles. It's okay. But pull yourself back out of that wobble, right? This is about your mindset is transforming, right? Notice the snake is here, but it is, mindset work. It's not one and done. Like we're always in a process of, checking in with ourselves to making sure that, yes, we are staying on the positive path. So that's okay. And then you'll kind of get back to center. You have this 3 of Wands here. You're like, yeah, you know what? I got to put my beautiful binoculars back on and look at the bigger picture of my life. Remind myself of everything I have to be grateful for at this moment in my life. Remind myself of the big picture, where I'm heading, all the positive energy I am putting into manifesting this new vision for myself. I am doing the work. I am being patient. I am showing up every day. So remind yourself of all those things. And then, ta-da! Ace of Pentacles. So I feel you're very, very close to some sort of beautiful yes from the universe I'm behind that 5 of Swords, for this new exciting beginning for yourself. And because it's the Pentacles and because we have the Aquarian here, you could be getting some very good news this week, especially by the end of the week, about your finances, about something that you value, because the second house is also our values. So something that you value, there could be an offer, a new beginning, and something that you're going to find very valuable and want to invest your time into. That's another possibility with these energies. But I think this is overall going to be a very productive week for you. Just check yourself before you wreck yourself, and don't go down this rabbit hole of mental anxiety, Capricorn, if you can help it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. All right, so Aquarius, 7 of Swords. What's going on with that? Oh, all right, 6 of Wands. That's okay. All right, you can handle that. Oh, the Moon. Oh, interesting. 7 of Pentacles. And here's your energy, Queen of Swords. Wow, this is a very interesting one. Okay. All right, this is what I feel. I feel like you successfully, because you have your 6, look at this owl. I love this. Look at this 6 of Wands. I love this. Owl, symbolizing wisdom, symbolizing intuition, second sight. Somebody around you is full of shenanigans. 7 of Swords. There is a deceptive situation. I think somebody around you thinks they're pulling the wool over your eyes, but they are mistaken. I think you suss out the truth about a person, about a situation this week, which is why we have this. But you don't say anything about it, which is why we have the Moon in your heart. You keep that secret. You keep it to yourself about what you have discovered. Because six of Wands is also about messages. So there could be a message that comes in that you know immediately is a big phony baloney Fibonacci lie. Like, you're like, seriously? They're going to try to say that to me? Like, they got to be crazy. They may be a little crazy. Look at the Moon card here. But you're such a smart cookie. Like, you know that this is phony baloney. But you're not going to say anything. You're going to take your time this week to evaluate the situation. Notice another number 7 here. So 7 of Pentacles. You're going to be like, what am I going to do about this? Only you can decide. Here's your energy here at the end, right? Queen of Swords, which is about making a decision, which is about being objective. Depending on what this 7 of Swords is, who this person is, what this situation is going to affect how you come out the other side of this evaluation the Seven of Coins, about what you're going to do, your course of action in addressing this. Because what I feel, honestly, what I am feeling is they think they got away with it. They think that, that you don't know. And personally, I don't know about how you feel. I'm going to tell you how I feel about that. When people tell me something that, and I can tell that they think they think that they're getting one over on me. And I'm telling you, my Scorpio moon really takes offense at that. That is one thing I cannot stand. When somebody thinks I'm that stupid, that's the only word I can think of for that, or that ill-informed, or that moronic, or that, whatever, delusional, that I don't know that they're fibbing. I mean, anybody with Scorpio, I know this is an Aquarius reading, but I'm just saying from my personal perspective, anybody with a Scorpio moon, they're human lie detectors. Just come on. You got that same thing going on this week, and you may have that as well. I'm just speaking in general about Scorpio. All right, but Aquarians are very intuitive as well because you understand human nature. You're very good at that. Really understanding people's psychological motivations. So, you may understand intellectually why somebody may be doing and acting this way. But at the same time, you may feel a little, because here's the moon in your heart, you may feel a little conflicted and a little annoyed and a little upset, even though you're glad you're victorious, they couldn't pull the wool over your eyes. Even so, there's mixed emotions about it because of, like I said, whatever this connection is. But you may be a little annoyed too. So depending on the situation, if it's something that's totally disrespectful, you're going to do the fair and just thing by to yourself and for yourself. And with that sword, you may cut them out of your life. I mean, that's very possible. But the Seven of Coins is saying evaluate the situation objectively, etc. You don't want to, of course, cut off your nose to spite your face, as the saying goes. But, if it's the type of thing where they really are so delusional that they think they're... you think you're silly and you don't know what's going on. That's the worst. Anyway, so I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting this week. But you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And it is possible also because the moon is here. And that full moon that was happening on Wednesday, the 18th, the 16th, Wednesday the 16th, it could be that this is what happened at that full moon. That some sort of Fibonacci came out, and you may be in this whole energy this week, you may be in the Seven of Pentacles, where you're what do I do with this? Only you can answer that question. But I would say, because your energy is showing up here at the end, really reevaluate this from your personal values and your personal perspective. And what this situation says about what you want from the situation. Right? So again, it's one thing if it's, I don't know, a little kid telling a fib about, oh, I didn't eat the cookies in the cookie jar. I mean, that's one thing, okay? But, this is, whatever this is, it's probably more serious than that because also we have this moon. So you could have discovered somebody really, really misrepresented their feelings for you as well. They could have been pretending that they really valued you. Seven of Coins. But they only valued you up to a point. It's the Seven of Coins here. And that could sting a little. That's another possibility. Or they could value you for something you could do for them, but they didn't really care about you emotionally. So that's another thing. And even though the Six of Wands, I mean, that's not news you want to hear, but at least you know that now. And where you stand with that situation. So see how this applies to your life. But don't be afraid to use that sword if you need to cut somebody out of your life who probably doesn't deserve to have you in it. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have going on for you this week. Energies you can use to manifest your wildest dreams. Pisces, Pisces. The Star, beautiful. And the Six of Cups. Ooh, I love that. Knight of Swords. Two of Cups. And here's your energy. Wow. This looks like to be a good week. This looks good. Okay. All right. So we have the Star here, which is Aquarius energy, which in regular astrology rules the 11th house, which is our friends, our friendships. So we have a Six of Cups here. So we have a very friendly association. Notice these two girls here being friends together. And then we have the Two of Cups over here. There is something where a friendship, a very lovely friendship you have, could shift, Knight of Swords, into something romantic. That's very possible this week. All right. Again, depending on your personal situation. I'm going to read this a couple different ways. And here's your energy at the end. I think you're going to have a very good week. You're going to be happy. We got this Two of Cups. Knight of Swords. There is a mental shift in energy. There's a decision that gets made quickly. There's something that changes through a heart-to-heart. There could be a very strong heart-to-heart conversation that changes in a positive way because of this energy over here, a personal connection. So there could be like a deepening of a relationship where maybe it's just been some casual dating, Six of Cups, and now something happens, Knight of Swords, like some sort of conversation, like defining the relationship, and it deepens into, okay, this is like, we're going to do this, like we're exclusive. So it could be something like that. Also, the Star card can really be about healing. I also look at it as kind of a destiny energy. So with this Six of Cups here, there could be a beautiful wish of a destined beginning, especially one where there's a lot of care coming from another person. So this can be, like, if we look at it from a business context, it could be somebody who wants to mentor you and encourage you to be your best self, the star, have your star rise in the sky, be a rising star, that type of thing. So somebody could take you under their wing, the Six of Cups, and make some sort of deal, agreement, shall we say, through a conversation, could even be through paperwork, to take you under their wing and nurture your career, nurture you in some other way that brings you maybe before the public or something like that with the Star card here. So whichever way you look at this energy, it's very, very positive, of some sort of beautiful energy between two people that transforms in a positive way through some sort of conversation, is what I feel. This conversation could change everything for you in a positive way, because here's your energy here at the end. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to have that heart-to-heart. Don't be afraid to ask for something you need from someone who can give it to you. If we don't ask for things, how can people can't read our minds unless you're a Pisces. Pisces good at reading minds. My mother could read anybody's mind. She was unbelievable. Or if you're a Scorpio, you could read minds too. But just saying, all right. But in general, right, Pisces, like, people can't read minds like you can. So you got to ask. You got to ask for what you need, what you want, and let people, you're very good at taking care of other people. Let somebody take care of you and fulfill something that you need in your life. So that's another way to kind of look at this energy. But I think this is great. This is very, very gorgeous, positive energy for your week ahead. So thank you so much for joining me for your weekly tarot reading with a little bit of astrology stuff thrown in and a few little rants here and there that I got into. But thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Have a great week ahead. Take care. Stella Wilde signing out.